breakdown. I'll obey too.
I'm Wildrider, and I want to bust something up!
Folks, welcome back to Magnus's Loot Crate. I am your host, as always, Magnus Deacon. Now, folks, this is a set that I've kind of been excited for ever since they were announced. It took forever for them to come out with this set, but I'm glad they finally are. But they changed their tune. They're no longer sending them in single packs. They're sending them in 2-packs, except for the last one. Folks, I'm just going to go ahead and show you. Here we have Magic Square's MS-B14 and B15 Beatback and Collide. Their version of a Legend Scale Wildrider and Breakdown. Folks, I've been looking forward to this set for a long time because having a Legend Scale combiner just tickles me to no end. I already had 2. I have Iron Factory's Bruticus, and I have like a KO of DX9's Hulky. I do have a couple of small combiners, but these are guys I've been waiting for. So folks, I'm excited about this. Let's go ahead and crack these 2 out. Take a look. So folks, here we are taking a look at Magic Square's Beatback and Collide in their clamshell. Now folks, I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now. There is a reason why these 2 have very little in the way of accessories and other such things that they have in their clamshell. As you can see, it's just them, their weapons, an instruction manual, and stuff you'll see when it gets to the up close and personal. But there's not a whole lot with these guys because most of it is going to come with a Magic Square Overlord figure, which is their version of Motormaster. So I totally predict and expect that the next 2, their versions of Dead End and Dragstrip, aren't going to come with a whole lot either. So folks, let's go ahead and take these 2 out of that clamshell, put them on the turntable, and take a look at those bot modes. So here we are taking a look at Beatback and Collide in their bot modes. Now folks, I have to say, I really like the way these 2 look. They look really good. There's only one real complaint that I have. You'll see that in the up close and personal. But folks, these 2 look really good together, and both of them are almost dead identical from every metric that I can tell. As you can see, they're both the exact same height, somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 inches tall. They're both really decent looking. They're both almost purely identical. And you'll even see it when I throw them on the scale, because I was surprised. Both of them weigh the exact same, down to the point whatever, ounces and grams. So they're dead identical. I really expect all 4 of the limb bots to be almost dead identical. Not in the way they look, but most certainly in how big they are, how much they weigh, etc., etc. So folks, let's take them off that turntable, stick them on the scale. I'll show you exactly what I mean about how they're dead identical in their weight, and then we'll go ahead and proceed to the up close and personal. So folks, now that you've seen the turntable for Magic Square's Beatback and Collide, we're going to go ahead and do a little more up close and personal. Of course, you got their destruction manual. Now, I don't know if this works for both of them. I haven't transformed either of them yet. But, it'll happen. You got to see their alt modes on the turntable. Secondly, they have their little trading cards. Front and back. You have their personal, little pew-pew cannons. And finally, folks, we're going to take a look at each of these one at a time. Folks, There is Wildrider. There we go. Now it's focusing in a little bit. I'm still getting used to this camera, so my apologies if it doesn't quite work. But that is a beautiful little face sculpt right there. There we go. Now we're cooking. That is a nice little face sculpt. And now, of course, now he looks really good. I have one problem with breakdown though. I don't want to say it because I know you'll never unsee it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Alright, there is breakdown, and once it focuses in, tell me you haven't seen that face on a 1980s demon or movie monster somewhere. Somebody's going to leave it down in the comments and go, oh yeah, that was this monster or that demon. It was the one in the movie The Gate or something like that. But folks, other than that face, that kind of scrunched face, he looks good. I'm not going to lie. He does look good. He is a very nice breakdown. I mean, he's just, like I say, all except for that face, they look good. But folks, you know what? I've ruined your childhoods enough for right this minute. Let's go ahead and transform them up and take a look at those vehicle modes. So folks, finally, we have Beatback and Collide in those luscious little car modes. Now this is one of those situations where I don't know art, but I know what I like kind of deals, because I know that Breakdown was a Lamborghini and Wildrider is a Ferrari, but I could not tell you for the life of me exactly which ones, and I would have to Google it to find out. But folks, I'm going to tell you, those are some darn fine little car modes. I do like those, and they're really easy to transform first of all, so they're going to get a decent score in the playability rank. But folks, that is it for Magic Square's MS-B14 and B15 Beatback and Collide. Folks, these two are definitely worth picking up, and I can't wait to see the full combiner when it finally comes out. So that's it. That has been MS-B14 and B15 Beatback and Collide from Magic Square. So folks, that is it for Magic Square's MS-B14 and B15 Beatback and Collide. Folks, go ahead and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Dip down in the comments. Tell me what you think of these particular figures. Are you happy with them? Are you excited about them? Are you looking forward to getting them? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Send it out to all your friends who might be interested in these two. Don't forget to take a look in the description for Magnus merch and help support the people who have helped me along and who've been a big help in Magnus's loot crate. And folks, I'll see you next time.
Has the Imperial Magistrate reached a verdict? I have.
Buy this figure and more at ShowZStore. Links in the description.